Hey, Amo, we need a new Christmas jingle.
Do we, Leon?
We do indeed, Amo.
Don't worry, I got it covered. The Munch Punch gang is here with vids and lives aflow. Lots of love to the Munch Punch gang with a happy ho ho ho.
Chinese food, lots of booze, tell your friends the news. Come and join the Munch Punch gang and then you're in the Christmas groove.
Hey!
Hey! Same voice. I can edit all that last bit off. Oh well, at least we tried, Amo.
Sure did, Leigh.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Amo and Leigh. We are the Munch Punch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu today.
Amo 2000. Don't know what I call it, it's just a nickname I got for it.
Like always.
A bit like the Terminator, but Amo's an Amo 2000. We have homemade chilli, jacket potatoes, salad, and a chilli sloppy gel panini.
Yes, I don't have that.
No, I didn't want one. I offered. I wasn't being selfish. I offered to make one. She said, no.
No, thank you. I said.
Leave me out of the carbs or the panini, and we'll have this.
Oh.
Ames is top to cheese, which I just rush out to do because I forgot to do it earlier on, and mine is not.
Leigh's got cucumber lettuce. I've got cucumber lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Yep. Are we all doodling?
Oh. Nearly put my hand in the salad.
We're recording this on Monday, and you're watching this on Monday, which is an odd one. Usually we record, and then you don't get to see it for a week.
Lovely.
This chili's always good.
It took me quite a while to get this recipe right, and then you just do it yourself now, don't you?
I don't actually follow the recipe, guys. I sort of do, but I don't stick anything in it. So I'm told with the recipe.
No, but you've got kind of the right idea of it now, haven't you?
Yeah, it's pretty much the basis of what the recipe is, but then I just stick extra seasons and stuff in. I probably put way too much stuff in there sometimes. It's a bit warm. Yeah, I put too much stuff in sometimes.
Not spicy, like physically hot.
Heat
like.
through.
Yeah.
Good. So, we've done a few takeaways recently on fast food places and whatnot. I figured, let's get back to basics. Let's go back to our roots and do some home cooking.
Really, really nice. I like it with jacket potatoes. What do you think of that?
Got a bite? That's so good. Really nice. So, if you ain't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Comment below. And
check us out on Instagram.
Yep. And our other YouTube channel, which is linked below. All the usual jazz. It's getting closer to Christmas. Woo!
So, we have got some Christmas trees being sent through. Leigh's going to put them on, aren't you, at the end of the...
I thought you meant people were our natural Christmas trees then. I thought I got enough with that one there. Yeah, we've asked you guys, some of you know, please post us on Instagram, send us on Instagram, pictures of your Christmas tree or decorations, and on our Christmas Day video, we'll feature them at the end of the video, along with your name and your tree and decorations.
So I was saying, we have got some Christmas trees being sent through, and it's so nice to see what you guys are doing with your decorations and things like that. Is anybody feeling a bit more Christmassy? I can't believe it is exactly 2 weeks on Friday.
Don't scare me like that. We ain't got anything done. We're normally very organised, like over the years. I ain't even joking, me and Amy got our Christmas presents.
We're organised by October.
Yeah. We came on holiday a couple of years ago, and we brought some spending money back. I was like, let's just get our presents done with.
Ooh.
So before our Tia's birthday, which was like early October, we had all the Christmas presents bought. It was great.
Cheesy.
But this year, I ain't got a clue what we're buying people.
We have got some presents, but it's not organised,
No.
is it? Normally we sit and talk about it.
And we've
been off a whim.
Yeah, well, the way things are going in terms of, obviously, like, lockdowns and stuff, we said we'll go to town one time, which is this coming Friday. We used to go, like, 3 or 4 times leading up to Christmas and get different bits. So whatever we're getting, if we don't get it on Friday, no one's getting it.
We have got some, like I said, though. And also, we've done something different this year. We used to just buy a stupid amount as well. We've had a cap this year of like between, I'd say, £50 and £65.
Yeah, for us. Not on the, I did put this on the vlog before when I was showing what we bought. On the Vlogmas videos. Tia will still get stupid amounts of money. But what the hell could we possibly need that we need to leave ourselves like stressing like, oh no, I've only bought like 300 or 400 quid worth of presents. I'll go out and buy more and more. After the year everyone's had, all you need is your family and loved ones.
Yeah, that's all we want it to be about this year, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it used to be fun. I still feel like I'm in April myself. Like
Oh, for God's sake. Sorry. Who's this idiot?
Better answer that, Leigh.
Why? It's waffle. Hello. Hello.
Who's he?
That is France, I think he called himself, or France, one or the other, calling from one of them. You've had an injury. I heard you had an injury this afternoon.
Was he?
No, it was Virgin Media, but it sounds more interesting if I say it was bloody, you had an injury.
They might have wanted us for something.
Right, it's sales waffle. It always is. They call up all the time. Hey, would you like to buy the latest mobile phone for only £1,000? All that sort of jargon. I didn't take anybody business calls whilst on here. Christ's sake. Well, look, I can't reheat this food, can I, when it's salad on the tray?
But it was Virgin Media, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyways, I went out today. I've got too many forks here. Don't even ask me more. I went today because on one of our Vlogmases we want to do a contest. Make your own gingerbread house between me and Aim. Tia's done one last year. She spent hours on hers, and me and Aim was going to do one each. I bought one the other day, and I went down to get one today down at B&M's and Home Bargains. I said to the lady, "Oh, in B&M's, have you got any the gingerbread houses?" "Oh, no, we haven't." "Oh, okay." Then the next sentence out of my mouth was, "Yeah, we ain't got many left." I thought, you just told me you ain't got any left. Well, so either you ain't got many or you ain't got any. And she didn't actually carry on. So, all right, okay, thank you, see you later. But as Leigh said, check over the road. And over the road is Home Bargains, like one of their rivals, so she didn't say it too loud. So I went in Home Bargains. They had one gingerbread house. Reduced to like £2.50.
Broke.
Yeah. How the hell can you make your own gingerbread house if the gingerbread freaking house, a flipping house, is broken? Like, yeah, I'll just super glue up my house together and you put yours together and we'll see who's the better one.
That is a bit silly, really, isn't it? I suppose if you want to eat the gingerbread, it's a big biscuit. If you
Yeah, but it is just they should be giving it away to some poor kid then. But then I asked this lad who was working in Home Bargains, because I weren't sure where he was, so, "Excuse me, mate, do you have any gingerbread houses?" And he said, "Oh, they'll be over on the end aisle if we do." Then he scared me a bit. Oh. He turned around and said, I thought he saw the woman behind me because there was a lady behind me on her phone. And as I was about to walk away, he turned around and said, "I recognise you from somewhere." And I looked back thinking he was talking. I worked, I checked, but there was a woman behind me, so I started walking off. And I realised she was on the phone. He was talking to me. Oh my God, what if he knows me from the channel? What if he's going to come and catch up to me and say, "Can we go for a burger and a chat? I want to watch you eat in person."
Who is it then?
How do I know? Some lad who works in bloody Home Bargains. Does he recognise me? I don't know how he knows me. I didn't know him.
And what did you say?
I just ran off. Because he could have been like a stalker or something like, "Come on, I'll buy you a KFC, but I want to sit and watch you eat it in person." No, thank you. That's my...
Oh, you never confirmed with him anything.
How the hell am I going to confirm with him, mate?
I would have said, "Oh yeah, where's that
You
from?"
need to clear your throat, but no, I didn't confirm with him.
I just said, "Where's that from?"
That's my rule of thumb. If somebody says they recognise you, or they beat the horn in the car, if I don't know them, especially when they're in a car, you're not cheating. Beep, beep. You look round, they've already drove off. All he sees is hand waving. You end up waving back. "Hello! Don't know who you are, but hello!" Fast car moving
I've
away.
done that loads.
And it turns out they're not waving to you, though, or beeping at you, because then there's Ted walking down the road next to you. He's like, "All right, Jim, how you doing?" And they're like, "Hello, mate." You look like a right pillock.
We've been together and that's happened with somebody.
Yeah, have we?
I've been there like, "Oh,
Oh, yeah.
not for us."
Or when you're in a shop and you're with your partner, like I'm with Anne, and you walk off and you come back up, "All right, time," and you put something in the basket. You turn around, there's a little old lady. You've got the wrong person.
Trolley.
You've actually put your shopping in there. Or if you take the wrong trolley thinking it's yours.
That happened to me.
They all look the same, don't they? Trolleys once they were left in the shop.
You know the women in houses that go along with the trolley stacking the shelves or doing their shop for the online thing. I took her trolley by accident. It was in Morrison's and she looked at me like I was scum. I was like, literally, it was just an accident.
No.
This is really nice.
It is. We had a disaster with this because I asked Tia to defrost the mince. And I just figured it had been done, so I go to start the dinner at 4 o'clock. The mince has been put on to heat up in the microwave rather than defrost. So the mince had browned off, which we couldn't then use, so I just got and buy another one.
I'm sure there's some dogs that will make use of that.
Well, I don't think that'd be very safe, eh?
It's cooked.
I've binned it.
Oh, well, it won't be safe now then, will it?
I won't be taking any chances.
What am I using a spoon for here?
I don't know, you asked me for the spoon. So...
I need a spork.
Yeah, we need to get some sporks. Sounds a bit sexy, doesn't it? Spork.
Is it a spork?
I think so, yeah. And a snife.
No.
No, a spife. A spoon and knife.
Well, definitely a spork.
I don't know how a spoon and knife thing would work, but if I create it, it would be called a spife.
Have a sup, please.
So you know how we've always been saying, because a lot of people in our position, it's not just me and Aim, like when you have children young, Aim had Tia when she was younger, and you think, like, as you get older, wow, I could be a grandma by the time I'm like 35 or something like that. I mean, how old would Tia be? We're 35 now and Tia's 18. Completely acceptable. Tia's to have a child now.
Well, you know, I had Tia quite young, but it's still a possibility that I could be a granny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now.
Grandpa Leigh.
It's becoming a popular thing. It's been made acceptable and popular and cool by celebrities. Do you know I become a granddad today? Well, today or yesterday, in the last couple of days anyway. You know Ashley Walters, a Top Boy?
Yeah.
He's 38. He's now a granddad.
Oh my God.
He's making being a granddad cool. I mean, I think that's pretty cool for me if that ever happens. If I'm in my late 30s and I'm a granddad. Well,
he's like really young looking.
He's 38 years old. And he's got kids. One's 20, one's 17, and one's 19. I'm not sure which one's had a child, but he's now a granddad.
So he was 19 then when his youngest was born. Oldest.
18.
Well, if she's 38, if he's 38...
Yeah, and his eldest is 20, so 18. Yeah, it was like you. But the point being now, like in the past, people were like, oh my God, how can you be a granddad at 38? And there's younger people who are grandparents, aren't they?
Well, I've got someone in my school, 35, 34.
Right.
Your nan?
All right. Fair enough, as long as you look after the kids and the grandkids, doesn't matter.
You know what I always say, there's no rule book to everything, is there?
I did see a girl the other day walking down the street with, I'm guessing it was with her mum, and she was pushing a pram. I did look, and sometimes you can't help but think, can you? Like, if that's her baby, she's a bit young. She just looks young, if you know what I mean. She looks about, I don't know, 30. She have a young looking face. She might actually be like 17 for all I know. She'd look about 30. I thought, poor girl. I mean, at 13, that's a young age to have a child. But as long as you've got the support of your family, I guess, and the child's brought up correctly, then who are we to judge?
It does happen.
And who are we to judge? You know, people could judge us for saying, well, hang on, you two eat food on camera.
I'm just going to make a quick apology, guys, because I think I'm coming down with like this throat thing that I have when my voice tends to...
Well, if you need to clear it, I'll just mute it.
No, but it's all right now, but I'm just making an apology because I can't keep doing that all the time as it actually hurts my throat.
What do you just do what you need to do,
There's always going to be somebody judge you out there, but regardless of what age you are or... I'm watching a programme at the moment. It's called The Osbournes. What's it called? Do You Believe or something like this. And their son Jack shows them all different things like UFOs, ghosts, poltergeists, UFOs, scary things. And it's like they watch the reaction. You see their reaction of what they're looking at. And it brings me on to like the things, UFOs and stuff. Some of these videos that are on there, it makes you wonder whether this is actually for real, because literally every UFO video that I've seen, it's always like this thing where there's loads of little lights around it. It's not like different spaceships, so to speak. different lights, and it's different places. It's like a cluster of lights is what I'm trying to say. And it makes you wonder, well, if that is real, what are these aliens here for? What are they actually doing? Are they spying on us? Are they controlling things?
I reckon they're here for Lidl. They love the value and the fact that it's Scandinavian for Lidl.
You're mad.
No, no, what you're saying, I agree. And I don't believe until I hear it from, like, a credible source.
Who's that these days?
That's what I say to you. I heard it from a bloke who was on a podcast, and this bloke was like a big-time naval pilot.
I've seen loads of them, you know.
Yeah, he flew for like 20-odd years. He was like one of the leading pilots in America or something, right?
Maybe in the RAF.
RAF or the
naval.
Navy. Yeah, it's either the Navy or the RAF, whichever.
Well, it's boats.
They're boats, aren't they? Yeah, but he was a pilot anyway. And he was up there in the sky, and he's seen this thing drop from the sky to the sea in like speed that would not be possible. And he had one of the best jets around.
Well,
and then they watched
I believe it.
They watched it, him and like 2 or 3 of his friends watch his thing, up, down, then just shoot off. And they said, like, there's nothing at all that the Americans know of that could do that. And the Americans have some of the best bloody, technology known to man. But they said no other country, not Korea, not Russia, not Japan, no one at all. And as far as they're aware, could make anything that could move that quick. And it wasn't on their radars or anything. They just watched it above the sea. And they circled for about 2 hours in like about a 50-mile distance or radius. Couldn't see it anywhere. Didn't see it ever again. And he actually left his job because he was that convinced by this. He's like, I want to start looking into this, but because of his job, he wasn't allowed to because, I guess, because he may have uncovered. He's done a whole podcast on this, and I was like, well, if he's saying it, maybe that does sound a bit more believable than Jim in his back garden with a pair of binoculars.
Yeah, but what about Jim in his back garden and his binoculars? Doesn't that sound a bit familiar to you, going up, down, and then up?
Yeah, you've seen something.
I've seen exactly that. Up, like this thing. I mean, it upset me, didn't it?
It did, because I didn't believe you.
You do now, like that.
Well, I've never seen it, but I don't think you keep saying it over and over again.
So, it was just there, and I was looking out the window, and we used to live in like a masonette, didn't we?
Yeah.
We privately rented this masonette type thing.
Oh, yeah,
so it backed onto a school field. So there was no drones or anything like that back then.
This was like 13 years back.
And this was 1:30 in the morning. And I couldn't sleep and I was wide awake. So imagine like you're lying on your side. And there was this ball of light and it just was there and then shot up, shot down, went into the middle, circled and then zoomed off. And I was that affected by it. I was crying. I found my mum. Mm-hmm. Then there was something else on the internet. It was like, did anybody see anything weird in the sky?
Yeah, in the local area. Like.
Yeah. I was like...
I never seen it. So it sounds like, what are you on about? Let me go back to sleep. But over the time, you've stuck to the story. And I know I'm well enough to know that if she was winding me up, she'd have told me the next day.
Yeah. It frightened my life out there.
Tell you what freaked me out. It was not actually extraterrestrial, but it makes you freaked out to like think what people in other countries must go through. Me and I was sitting there watching Shameless in the mum's house one night. We used to live around there.
Oh my god!
It was like the slightest tremor.
We'd had a drink as well.
It actually happened, It was an earthquake.
Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time, did we?
We thought it was a frigging ghost. We were sitting here on the settee. It was like leaning back, arm round each other, watching TV. And the settee moved from, say, it's here. It moved back towards, there was a cabinet there. The settee moved from there, back to there by about 2 foot, maybe 3 foot. And he just like, and moved us back. I was like, what? Whoa, I was so freaked out. It was only the next day when people was all over the place saying, did you feel that tremor last night? I was like, oh, thank God it wasn't a ghost.
My cousin was on his own and my auntie and uncle was out and he was sat on the settee and it threw him off the settee. But that was, just an earthquake type thing. But how scary.
You can imagine, though, what it must be like to be in, say, America or other countries that have bad earthquakes.
Yeah.
You know, they like on the Richter scale, whatever the hell it is. Ours was like, wouldn't even be like a tremor to them. It was tiny what we went through.
It was a little bit of, a tiny little shake, wasn't it? It wasn't even anything to... But if you're not used to them in this country...
Definitely freaks us out.
week that we had to get the paranormal investigators in.
Sorry, Mum, off bloody Insidious come round, whatever it was, where that film is. You might have noticed Terry the Santa Claus is back here. We're going to hang him up because we can't always put the backdrop up because it's a pain in the arse to iron and keep up there all the time. We're going to put up every so often. So we thought, let's make it Christmassy still. Let's get Santa back here. He's our mascot. There we go. But I bought it today and put it on the back of the settee just like whilst I was in and out of the room. I let my dogs in. And Aim's bloody dog, Doris, the little black French bulldog. I heard her and Elsie, your sister, bark. Oh, what the hell are them two barking? I'm coming to tell them. I said, stop bloody barking. There's not to bark at. They're ragging Terry all over the shop. They pulled his bloody eye out before I even put him on the wall. I've had to stick his eye back in.
There's a little reindeer that I got. A little grey one. I bought it from the reindeer. He's ever so cute, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a nice little reindeer.
And I looked down. I must have been on my phone or whatever. And I looked down the one day, evening. And there was Doris and Elsie. One had one had the other side going, what the hell pulled off its tail?
They don't care. They'll do it in front of you. To them, it's completely acceptable behaviour. To us, they should have a bloody Asbo. Or a Dasbo. Dog Asbo.
I wonder if that actually exists.
There is. There's Asbos for dogs. And for animals that misbehave. I've heard about it.
You should have one.
I ate a dog that misbehaves, thank you very much. What would you do, Anne? I think I already know what you'd do. You'd probably leave me, divorce me and probably pay to have me killed. What would you do?
That's a bit extreme.
You haven't heard what I'm going to say to you yet. If we did the lottery every week, I mean, your dad does it every week, doesn't he? Wednesdays and on the weekend.
I think he spends like,
I don't know, about 10 a week, I think.
I think about £15, £17 I think a week.
Something daft like that. We don't really ever do it. Once every so often. Anyway,
my theory is if my dad does it and he wins, all good.
Yep, until he turns around and says, sorry, I'm off to Bermuda. See you later, I'm going to go and dance with the hula girls in the little grass skirts.
I'm coming.
But if we did the lottery every week and you trusted me to go and pick up the lottery ticket and you're like, Leigh, look, these are my numbers. Because some people do that, like they'll have the wife will have her numbers, the husband does his numbers, whatever. You're like, these are my numbers, Leigh, can you go and put on for me? You put them on all year round. And then I'm thinking, hang on, well, she hasn't won anything with these numbers. Let's do a lucky dip. And the lucky dip fails. But it turns out your numbers come in.
Out.
And you stood to win £1 million.
I knew this happened. I know this happened to someone.
Happened to us, so I'm asking. Or did it in the last week or two?
Well, it happened to someone I know that they said, oh, my numbers ain't working. They came out and he heartbroken.
There's a plasterer anyway, and his missus says, I'm going to change the numbers up on the lucky dip because he hasn't won all year round with these numbers. So his numbers come out, the ones he uses every week. Oh my God, I won £1 million! Woohoo! We're off, love. We're off to Blackpool on a holiday. And she says, oh, bloody hell, Daz, or whatever the hell he's called. I've got something to tell you.
Oh.
What's that, Chantel? That is her name, I remember that one. You know them lottery numbers you do every week, mate, that you had me put on today? Yeah, Chantel, the ones that just won us £1 million. Yeah, they kind of haven't, because I changed the numbers at the last minute. Think I could bring you some luck? What would you do,
I was actually speechless there. Cause
it's not even happened to us.
I'm angry at you, there's nothing to... Alright. After the initial shock, after crying and moving back in with my mum and dad, I might have talked to you after a year and a half. No, honestly, it's not. I would have blew my fuse.
I'm
If it was a mutual decision, then fair enough.
I think I'd just cry at that point.
If she took it upon herself...
Yeah.
Listen, my always sentiment when it comes to that, you've got to kind of stick to them numbers after that, because if that happens, like if you've been for years, like with my friend, I'm not going to say, you set of numbers, and he had them for years and years. The one time he did the same, I'm going to change them, but he picked them himself rather than a lucky dip.
Yeah.
Come out, didn't they?
I think the funny thing with the lottery is how we convince ourselves every week, not us two, everyone else who does it. No, this is it. This week it's going to happen. And in your head, because the odd time we do, like, I'm feeling lucky today, I'm feeling really lucky. We won £1 on that scratch card. I'm going to put it on the lottery. But you can't these days. It's like £2 to go, £3 to go for the lottery. So it'd be expensive now, especially you don't get Mystic Meg on the television anymore. It was worth it when she was on there. But now, they don't do anything for the lottery.
No.
And you convince yourself that, I know, if I put my date of birth in, followed by Aim's favourite lucky number, it's going to be lucky. It's got to come in, hasn't it?
Like it was always, let's get something that's significant to our life.
It's all a lot of jargon. There's no way you can rig the lottery.
Do you know what? If it's going to come out, it's going to come out. It doesn't matter what it is. That's why I always say, if you're going to do it, it's always best to have like a lucky dip. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Because at least then... Because if you did change your numbers after so many years, and it came out, you wouldn't live with yourself. You wouldn't know what's there.
Remember that bloke who won it? Michael something. He was like a young lad. Bit chavvy. Nothing against chavs, but that's what he was like, weren't he? He was buying the quad bikes and stuff. And he bought this big house, turned the back garden into like a big racetrack. The neighbours absolutely hated him. And he had a lot of money, and he blew it all in like a couple of years. Something silly like that. I did documentaries
He's happy now, though.
He is, but I seen something the other day of him. I think it was on Instagram or somewhere, or Twitter. It was like an advertisement. It's like, so-and-so, like Michael, whatever his name is, I can't remember now, won the lottery. He had millions to his name, and he blew the lot. Now Michael is working for us. He's now making thousands of pounds a week. And you could too. Just follow his lead. Just listen to what he's got to say. And I watched it. He's about to say, it's really simple. Even I can make money off this. That's not very, encouraging. You're the one who lost like millions of pounds on bloody quad bikes and bloody grass
cars
and soil.
He had loads of cars.
And big gold chains. Anyways, he's like, you just, all you got to do is not donate, but invest like £1,000, something like that. And within a week or two, you'll double your money. Look at me. I am a winning,
So like a pyramid
picture
system.
of a winner. Sort of thing, yeah. I was like, who the hell in their right mind would follow the lead of somebody who blew about 5 million quid in a year?
I wouldn't invest in him.
Me neither.
I mean, my God. Have you ever won the lottery?
And if you did, what did you win?
And what did you spend it on?
Yeah.
What is your biggest windfall, let's say? And if you have... This is a question, actually, for you. If you won the lottery, what would you do? I want to know that in the comment section below. What would you do if you won the lottery? Apart from all the obvious things like help your family, charities, all that, what would you do for yourself? What would you do?
If I won, well...
I was asking them, but I'm not...
I know that. But
that was immense.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My biggest win in life...
Like to make it dizzy, Gazak.
...was when I met you.
Oh, Leigh.
Oh, isn't it sweet? And on that note, I'm in a good books. We're going to rock and roll now. Because we're going to go...
I have a serious problem with the lighting in this system.
Well, we need to change it up then.
Anyway, ta-ra from Sid.
Yeah, Terry.
Oh, Sid's
Terry
the snowman.
Santa. I don't know where the hell Sid is. Oh, yes.
He's in my little wardrobe
Yeah,
room.
Sid is melting away upstairs above a radiator at the minute. He's the snowman on that backdrop that we normally have up.
That was lovely. You should do that with jacket potatoes if you don't. Some
Yeah.
people haven't tried it, jacket potatoes.
If you know how to... We were always actually told to do, or asked to do, or we've got too much on at the minute. Maybe in the new year we could do it, but a recipe page. So I'd set up a web page and just put on our recipes and stuff. It's not like we make amazing meals that like nobody else can touch or whatever.
Good idea.
But just they're very simple recipes that we make, that are homemade food. But that'll be the new year because we've got way too much going on at the minute.
Anyway, guys, remember to be kind, remember to be nice, comment, share, like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos.
Thank you, guys.
Love you lots, guys. And let us know, like I say, what would you do if you won the lottery? What would you spend it on? I want to know.
And head over to our other channel, Munchies Delights, where you'll find some of our Vlogmas videos because I'm mixing between the two channels at the minute. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Laters.
Bye.